Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, so today we're completely tearing down that massive wall of confusing financial jargon. You know the exact feeling I'm talking about, right? You want to start managing your money, maybe grow your wealth a bit, but literally the second you try to look into it, boom, you're hit with this tidal wave of acronyms and charts that sound like a totally foreign language. Honestly, it kind of feels like the finance industry is purposely gatekeeping this stuff just to make it sound exclusive. Well, not today. We are breaking past those gates. We're going to take a term you've probably heard a million times and finally make it make sense. We are demystifying SIPs. So if you're a first-time investor and you've been putting this off because it just sounds way too intimidating, stick around. We're going to make this incredibly simple, super actionable, and totally stress-free.
All right, let's dive right in. And to do that, let's anchor this whole financial journey to something real. Just take a second and think about your biggest, most intimidating life goals right now. Are you trying to figure out how on earth you're going to pay for your kids' college a decade from now? Or, I don't know, maybe you're dreaming of finally scraping together a down payment on a house, which, let's be real, feels nearly impossible in today's crazy real estate market. These aren't just abstract ideas. These are heavy, emotional life goals that probably keep you up at night. But here's the hard truth. Just hoping and dreaming, it's not going to cut it. We need a reliable vehicle to actually transport us from where we are today straight to where those dreams become reality.
And man, this is exactly where the frustration starts for most beginners trying to find that vehicle. Picture this. You're at a dinner party, or maybe you're just scrolling through your phone, and you hear the exact same advice on loop. Just do an SIP. Bro, you gotta start an SIP. People throw this acronym around like it's basic common knowledge. You hear it from friends, coworkers, every financial guru online, and it is so annoying because nobody actually takes the time to explain what those three letters mean to a beginner. So you just kind of nod along, feeling a little silly, wondering if you somehow missed the introductory class on adulthood. Well, let's clear it up right now. The mechanics are actually remarkably straightforward. SIP stands for Systematic Investment Plan, but really all it means is an investment that is automatically deducted from your bank account month on month. That is literally the whole secret. Think of it exactly like your monthly streaming subscription. You pay your, $15 every month for movies, and you don't even think about it, right? An SIP is that exact same automated mechanism, but instead of paying a massive tech company for entertainment, you're paying your future self. You pick an amount, say 50 or $100, you pick a date, and the money just automatically moves from your bank straight into your investment. It all happens in the background. Absolutely nothing scary about it. Okay, so once people finally figure out what the acronym stands for, the very next thing I hear is this huge assumption. People ask, wait, isn't an SIP just a mutual fund? Like, can you only do an SIP in mutual funds? And hey, it makes total sense why you'd think that. If you watch TV or look at online ads, you're constantly bombarded with mutual fund marketing, ending with some fast-talking voice going, start an SIP today. Because they're marketed together so much, our brains just glue them together. But we need to bust this myth right now. An SIP is the method, guys. It's not the destination. It's just the pipeline moving your money. You are the one who gets to choose exactly what pool that pipeline flows into. And what's super cool about this is the sheer variety of pools you can choose from. You are absolutely not boxed into just mutual funds. Let's break down a few of these destinations real quick. You could point your pipeline into index funds, like the Nifty 50. What's that? It's basically just a basket holding a tiny piece of the 50 biggest, most successful companies in the market. You don't have to stress about picking one winner, you just buy a slice of the whole pie. Or if you're feeling really risk-averse, you can even set up an SIP into ultra-safe traditional stuff like fixed deposits. But honestly, my absolute favorite option, the custom bucket. You can literally handpick 4 or 5 of your favorite brands, companies you use and love every single day, and build your own personal mini portfolio. You just set up your monthly SIP directly into those specific stocks. You have total control. Now, if you're sitting there feeling a little bit of anxiety, wondering, okay, but how hard is this to actually set up? Or maybe you're thinking you need to go hire some expensive wealth manager in a fancy suit. Let me stop you right there. Setting this up is incredibly accessible no matter who you bank or trade with. Pretty much every major broker out there provides this facility. It's totally democratized now. In fact, you can probably set the whole thing up right now on the phone, sitting in your pocket. It usually takes, maybe a few taps. You link your bank, pick your destination, set your monthly date, and boom, your financial future is automated. You are the wealth manager now. But let's lean in here and ask the next logical question, because this is where a huge psychological trap is hidden. If investing is so great, why do it month on month? Why not just wait until you have a massive pile of cash and do a lump sum investment? I see beginners fall into this trap all the time. They look at their bank account and think, oh, I'll start investing when I get my big year-end bonus. Or I'll wait until I have 10 grand saved up. They think they need to be rich just to start.
But what actually happens? Life happens. The car breaks down, the roof starts leaking, or you have to take an unexpected trip. And that magical lump sum? It never actually materializes. Waiting around for a massive pile of cash is the #1 reason people just never start. And that brings us to a really stark contrast in mindsets. See, when you do manage to save a lump sum, it comes with this massive psychological burden. You dump a huge amount of money in all at once, and suddenly you're glued to the financial news, terrified. What if the market crashes tomorrow? It creates this awful stomach-churning tension because you're trying to perfectly time the market. An SIP entirely removes that tension through a completely brilliant, simple mechanism. Think of it like buying your weekly groceries. When apples are expensive, your $50 budget naturally buys fewer apples. But when apples go on sale, that same $50 suddenly buys way more apples. Over time, the average cost of your apples drops. By investing a fixed amount every single month, you automatically buy more when the market is cheap and less when it's expensive. You don't have to predict a thing. It's basically built-in bargain hunting, giving you a totally chill, stress-free investing experience. So let's actually map this out. Imagine your progression over the next few years with this system. Year 1, you start with a small amount, whatever you can comfortably afford, even if it feels tiny right now. It barely even pinches your budget. Year 2, you just let the automation run. You're investing completely without market tension. You're not panic checking your portfolio on your phone every 5 minutes. You are sleeping soundly while the system does all the heavy lifting for you. Then year 3, maybe you get a promotion at work or your income grows a bit. Instead of letting lifestyle creep eat up that extra cash, you just gradually increase your monthly SIP amount. Honestly, this isn't just a financial strategy. It's a personalized roadmap to wealth that proves, once and for all, you don't need a trust fund or a lottery ticket to succeed. You really just need a system. So look at how far we've come today. We've completely smashed through that jargon wall, and we know now that an SIP is really just an automated pipeline. We debunked the whole mutual fund myth and checked out the awesome variety of custom pools you can direct your money into. Plus, we've seen how that grocery store magic of averaging out your costs makes the whole thing absolutely stress-free. You've got the vocabulary now, and you've got the tool. Which leaves me with one final, empowering question to throw right back at you. What major life goal is your very first SIP going to fund? Take a second and truly picture it. Is it that dream house with a big yard? Is it watching your kids graduate college completely debt-free? Or maybe just securing your own peaceful retirement? Whatever that vision is for you, I highly, highly encourage you to take that first stress-free step into investing today. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, guys. Now get out there and put your money to work.